Hey, Nick, how you doing, man?
Good. So, I was under the understanding that you found it intended, but actually it's already intended.
You said what?
Like I was under the understanding that you wanted your car tinted. So our tinter only could do it today, like it's tinted.
So how is that possible when you left a voicemail saying that we hadn't discussed what percentage I wanted?
We went with the 35% legal limit.
But that's not right if I hadn't given you the green light to do that.
No, that's understandable. We go ahead and remove the tint. I just wanted to let you know that we tinted it. If you don't want the tint, we can go ahead and remove it. That's not an issue. I just wanted to, because we could only do it today, and you had told me that you wanted to tint it.
Right, but I also wanted to discuss what percentage I wanted. I didn't just want you guys to make the decision for me.
I understand. No, I'll go ahead and remove the tint. There's no charging for it or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, we're on a tight deadline, and we were expecting that call yesterday. We didn't hear from you, and then tried to get a hold of you today, didn't hear from you, and I only have a tinter for 1 day, so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had to make an executive decision. I was like, if you want it darker, I can always go darker when he comes back. I was like, if you want it lighter, I can go lighter. I was like, but I got to get something out of here because I only have the 1 day.
I gotcha. I totally understand that.
Yeah. But if you want to send you pictures, if you like it, if you don't want it, it's completely up to you.
Yeah, man, that puts some pressure on me.
If you don't want to do it, that's completely fine, Robert. I don't want you to feel pressured by any means.
You can go ahead and send me the pictures.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, just go ahead and send me the pictures.
Yes, of course. I'll send you some pictures, and then just let me know what you decide, and then we'll go from there.
Okay, thank you, Nick. I appreciate it.
Yeah, of course. All right, Robert.
All right. Bye.
Hello?
Hey, Robert, this is Hyer with Hyer Quality Detail. How's it going?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Yeah, good. So just wanted to work out this tint issue here. So I know you texted Nick and said that you changed your mind on the tint.
No,
but,
I didn't change my mind. I never advised him what percentage I was going with, and that was clearly
And I understand that the percentage wasn't decided yet, but we had tint on your ticket that you signed for. So in that signature, you're agreeing to pay for tint on the car. We decided to put 20% on there for you. I know Nick had talked. He accidentally misspoke and told you it was 35%, but we put 20% on there for you. Because for 5%, we typically require a waiver because 5% is just very, very dark, and we typically don't do 5%. So
yes, that's what me and Nick discussed, and like you said, you gave me that option, and you gave me that option when we spoke, that I can go to whatever percentage I wanted. When I spoke with Nick last a couple days ago, he walked around and he showed me his vehicle, that it was 5% all the way around. I did like his vehicle, and I told Nick that I would give him a call the following day to let him know exactly which percentage that I was going to go with. There was absolutely no confusion here. I understand that, yes, tint was on my ticket, but I spoke with the assistant manager, which is what he is, or the assistant supervisor, or whatever his level of staff is in your company. We had a clear conversation that he was not to move forward with that step in tinting my vehicle until we had our next conversation. That conversation never happened, Hyer. That's why he sent me a text message at 2-something p.m. saying, "Hey, Robert, I haven't spoke with you. I left you a voicemail." Well, he didn't say that, but I did get his voicemail saying the exact same thing, that he hadn't spoke to me, and he needed to know which percentage I wanted to go with, how dark I wanted to go with. That's in a text message from your assistant.
Yeah, correct.
So he left me a voicemail, and he left me a text message basically stating that, hey, I haven't spoke to you. I know we last spoke about which percentage or how dark you want it to go with, I'm giving you a call, sending you a text message, trying to get this information from you before I move forward. So you don't send someone a text message and you don't call them and leave them a voicemail asking them, hey, we haven't spoke, I want to know what percentage we're going to go with, and then an hour later I contact you and say I'm undecided, and you send me a text message back saying, oh, and then I call you and you tell me, hey, I understand we haven't spoken, so I made an executive decision on the customer's, out of the customer's wallet. I made an executive decision out of my wallet to go ahead and put whatever percentage that he felt I would desire. That is not customer service. That is not right. That is not what I signed for. And I explained to you, Hyer, a 15-minute conversation after I dropped my vehicle off, before I left my vehicle, before I left your property, exactly what I've been through the nightmares that I've been through with my vehicle, and now this is occurring. So there should be no reason for this to occur after I've already explained to you what I've been through with my vehicle. The number one thing that went wrong with all these other companies is communication. And once again, I'm not getting communication. It would have been perfectly fine if...
I need to talk, man.
Go ahead.
I'd let you talk
Go ahead.
For quite a while.
Go ahead.
Hearing everything that you're saying. So this is my point of view from it, all right? So we have deadlines to meet. We have a binding contract that you signed for on here, and it's my duty to meet the deadline and getting your vehicle to you on time and doing everything in an orderly manner. So, we tried to contact you, and this is the only date that we could have tinted the vehicle, and we just couldn't get a hold of you. Please let me speak.
This was not advised prior. No one told me that there was a deadline. When I told him I was going to give him a call the following day to let him know how dark I wanted to go, he didn't say, Robert, give me a call by 12. He didn't say, Robert, give me a call by 2 p.m. because we have a deadline. He didn't say, Robert, we only have a tinter here on Thursdays. He didn't tell me any of this information. You didn't tell me any of this information. You can't spring all of this new information on the customer that the day you guys decide to make an executive decision on my behalf. That's not right.
If you can just please understand from my point of view. So we've been in this circumstance before, and I've not done the tint for the customer, all right, because they didn't decide in time or whatever. And then I deliver their vehicle to them, and they're pissed that I didn't make an executive decision.
What does that have to do with me?
Out on me.
I'm not that customer. I'm not that customer.
But you know what? I have to go on past circumstances.
What?
I have on here that you signed for tint. I know that you want tint. And if you didn't let us know,
you just told me,
Hyer,
listen to what you just told me. You just told me you went ahead, your company went ahead and made an executive decision to put whatever percentage of tint on my vehicle based off of your last experience with your last customer because they were upset that you guys didn't go ahead and make a decision without their permission to put tint on their vehicle. That's not right. You cannot do that. You cannot do that.
Being a small business owner, you have to learn from experiences and mistakes,
You cannot do that. If you guys had a deadline, I should have been advised of the deadline when I dropped off my vehicle. No one told me that I had until a certain time on a certain day to let you guys know when I wanted tint on my vehicle. No one told me. Not you, not Nick, not no one. No one told me I had a deadline for anything.
But, as a consumer, if you want something and you know your car is being serviced, why did it take you so long to decide?
Because it's my decision to make, Hyer. This is my money. This is my car. I can take 2 years if I want. I can make the decision when I want to have tint on my vehicle. It's my car. I'm paying for this. You do not have the right as a company to say, I'm going to put tint on this person's car and I don't have to speak to them. That's not your right.
Listen, man, you signed with us that you were buying tint from us, all right? I can't wait around for 2 years, like you said, while you're deciding, all right?
I spoke to your assistant and I told him.
I can take $100 off the tint.
Hyer. We're gonna Hyer. I spoke to your assistant and I told him, give me until tomorrow. Your assistant reached out to me. He failed in reaching out to me in communication. I responded within the hour, and I told him I didn't want tint. It's not right that he went ahead and said, we're going to go ahead and give him tint without speaking to him, knowing that he needed to speak to me before he did it. If he didn't need to speak to me before he did it, why did he send me a text message? Why did he try to call me? Why didn't he tell me on the voicemail, hey, we have a deadline to meet, we got to get your car tinted right away, can you give me a call right away, this is urgent, I need you to call me now, Robert, because we're going to tint your car. Why didn't he tell me this information on the voicemail, Hyer? This is not right, and you know it's not right, Hyer. It's not right, man. I've been through so much with my car, and once again, I'm going through another problem. This is not right.
I can understand the position that you're in. You know, I'm a small business owner, and you know, I get put in these situations, and sometimes I just have to make the best call that I can, man. Like I just used $200 in material, and
that's not my fault.
$200.
That's not my fault.
And, like,
that's not my fault.
But you know, if you had said, you know what, I'm gonna hold off on the tint.
I told him that.
Deciding on shit, but you signed for it. That's the problem.
What do you mean? I signed for it, and I spoke to him. I told him I was going to hold off on the percentage. Yes. You know what? I told him I'm going to hold off on the percentage. Yes, I want tint from you guys. Yes, I want you to be the company to do it. But no, I do not know how dark I want to go yet. I do not know how light I want to go yet.
Like, you don't want to do 5%.
Hyer, you cannot make the decision for me.
Nick probably didn't tell you this, but he gets pulled over all the time for 5%.
He actually told me completely opposite. He told me completely opposite. He told me he told me he drives in the HOV lane, and that's the reason he has tint all around his vehicle. That's what he told me, Hyer.
You're gonna get fixed tickets, man, with 5%.
Hyer, you cannot offer me a service in the beginning and then tell me now I'm going to get tickets. When I first called you about tint, you didn't tell me about all these tickets and warnings about being pulled over. You told me I can go as dark as I want to go. When I got to your shop and dropped off my vehicle,
like you want to do 5%?
When I dropped off my shop to your vehicle, he showed me all the different levels of tint that you have. He showed me the different levels of tint that you guys have with the temper as it pertains to temperature. He showed me all of these options that I had on the table. At the end of our conversation, we were trying to decide between 20 and 5%. Two options, right? Not 35, what he told me you guys did. But now you're telling me it's different. But that's not the point. That's not the point. It's between the two options that I had as a paying citizen, as a paying customer. I told him I'm going to call you the following day and let you know how dark I want to go on my vehicle. I did not tell Nick, hey, Nick, if you don't speak to me tomorrow, you know what? Go ahead and put 20% on. If I had told him that, I would not be having this conversation with you right now, because that's what I would have had advised him as a paying customer. That conversation was never had. The conversation we had is, Nick, I will call you tomorrow and let you know how dark I want to go with my tint. That doesn't turn into leaving me a voicemail saying, Robert, hey, I'm trying to reach you to see how dark you want to go with your tent, because I remember we spoke and I hadn't had any communication with you since we spoke last on how dark you wanted to go. So it doesn't go from that and then sending me a text message saying, hey, Robert, I'm trying to get in contact with you to see how dark you want to go with your tent, to see how light you want to go with your tent. You don't try to contact someone asking them for their permission to do something, and then you go ahead and make the decision to do it without their permission. That's not how a business works.
It's funny that you say that, because I had another customer get pissed at me for not tinting their car.
That's not. You're not supposed to treat every customer the same as it pertains to permission and their decisions. No. If the last customer
already was mad at me for not tinting their car, I'm not supposed to learn from that mistake. I'm not supposed to keep that mistake in my mind
hold on.
and carry on.
That's you know what? Hold on. That's the perfect example. I'm glad you brought that up. It's a perfect example. You know what? The last time you guys didn't have any communication with the last customer. You know why? That's why the customer was upset with you, because you guys didn't tint their car.
Their phones, they're not, it's not my fault, man. If people don't answer,
how long? So if I don't respond to you within 2 minutes, you go ahead and make a decision, $600 decision out of my wallet?
No, you had over a day to respond to us. You had over a day to let us know.
No one told me I had a deadline. When he sent me the text message, when he sent me the voicemail asking for my permission, he didn't tell me, hey, Robert, I'm asking for your permission. There's a deadline. He said, Robert, I'm trying to get in contact with you to see how dark you want to go on your vehicle, because that's the last conversation we have. This is recorded on a voicemail from your employee. I can't make this up. I have the voicemail. He's asking for my permission on the voicemail. It doesn't turn into asking for my permission, then making the executive decision. That's not how a business works. That's not how any business works. I can't go to Walmart and get that type of service. I can't go to T-Mobile and get that type of service. Businesses don't work without the customer's permission to do something.
What are you wanting, Robert?
Hyer, I just want you to understand me as a paying customer. Am I making sense to you? Does this make sense? You did something without the customer's permission.
And, it doesn't make sense to me. Everyone is different. That's all I've learned from this, because, like I said, I had another customer get mad at me for not tinting their car when they wouldn't give me shit. So from that last situation. From this point on, I will not let any customers leave our facility without deciding on tint. That's what I've learned from this whole situation. Is either that. Will leave my facility without deciding tint. Either that or communication. You definitely got to have communication with your paying customer. Yeah. And if I'm responding back, yes, and I did respond back. I did give a call back, and it was apparently you guys wanted to go ahead and make your own decisions for me. I just don't think that's right. If you went to a company and they told you, hey, you know what, you can give me a call when you're ready to make the decision, and you're paying $600 for this decision, and they go ahead and do it, and they haven't spoke to you, you're not going to like that, Hyer. I don't care where you go to get anything. You're not going to like someone to just make a $600 decision for you. What do you want, Robert? What's going to make you happy, man?
I just want customer service, man. I explained to you what I've been through.
I'm trying to give it to you, man. Like we have to work within our means here, and like I can't hold vehicles for forever, like and if someone doesn't get back to us.
Hyer, can I ask you a question? When I signed for my vehicle, why did no one tell me that there was a deadline on anything? Why?
Why would you think you have unlimited time to decide?
No, but as a business, no. It does not go both ways, because you're the business. You're the one that has to put in the work. You're the one that has to put in the time. So if you're a business and you know you have tinters on this day for this amount of hours, and you know you have a deadline, and you have an undecisive customer, you have to, as a business, you have to step forward and say, hey, customer, I have a deadline to meet. Can you let us know what your decision is? Hey, customer, can you call us tomorrow at this time to let us know your decision? Because we usually tint between this time, and our tinters are only here on this day. Do you know how awesome that would have been if I could have got that kind of customer service, that kind of notice, that kind of just professionalism?
Yeah, I'm sorry that you didn't, man. But what are you seeking here to be happy?
And then my last conversation with Nick, he says, hey, don't worry about it. We can just remove it. But if you want, we can send you pictures as well. And then I get confused because I wait 10, 15 minutes and I still don't get any pictures. Then I call him back and he says, you're going to call me. Then it's another 15, 20 minutes before you call me. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it's tenant or if it's not tenant, because I don't have any pictures.
All right, yeah. I mean, it's tinted right now. took me 15 minutes to call you because I was finishing up with a couple other customers. But if you want, I can send you some pictures right now, and you can let me know what you think.
I would appreciate that, man, and then I will let you guys know if I would want to keep it or if I just want to have it removed because it wasn't my decision.
Okay. All right. Just let me know. Thank you.
Thank you.